Hey there. Let me see if I can get some better light on the subject. It's better. Not that you really want to see me, but look, my wife and I have been going through an immigration process for many years now. Uh, this past month, we went on a trip. She had to go and be there at a specific day to do biometrics, and then we had to stay 5 days for the interview, and it was not a fun trip. I don't travel very well. I'm a lot of health issues to deal with, but I made this trip with her, and it really messed me up bad. But we did not get to the actual interview because there was a fee that was supposed to be paid that wasn't paid, and both my wife and I thought it was paid. And when we got there, they told her that she didn't have the proper fee paid, so she had an hour to get the money and come back and pay the fee, and they would continue her interview. The problem was it was early in the morning. Uh, None of the bank cards that my wife had would allow her to uh, withdraw enough of the money that she needed to go pay this fee. And we certainly couldn't do it in an hour. The way it's set up, they restrict how much money you can take out of specific ATMs. So we would have had to go to this one, to this one, to this one. And, you know, I mean, I couldn't believe that we had gone all this way and did not have the proper fee paid. It was supposed to be paid by an attorney, and our daughter, Bernie, she was supposed to make sure this was done, but it wasn't. And so, I mean, it wasn't a completely wasted trip, but it was because we didn't complete the process. And it was very frustrating, and especially knowing how hard it is for me to travel. They would not redo the interview while we were there. We had to go back online and reschedule another interview, which is coming up June 20th. I'm not going to make that trip. It's just too much for me. And it breaks my heart to not be able to go with my wife and be there for this, whatever, answer we get. It should be, Mrs. Kramer, you're approved. But we don't know what's going to happen. In any case, we need some positive energy thrown our way by anybody and everybody that knows us, uh, and anybody that doesn't know us. This immigration process is really very difficult for people to go through, and I don't think many people really understand what it's like, and I've lived it firsthand since 2010. Is when my wife and I met. I didn't actually start dealing with the immigration process myself until I went to her attorney. And what I found out was that there was no motion to be joined. It was all a bunch of lies. You know, her attorney gave her the impression that this was possible, and it wasn't. It's malpractice is what it is, and it's a blatant thievery, if you will. After dealing with them, and after Edith, had to go back to Brazil, I was the one that handled everything from that point forward. Any of the filings that were being made by me on her behalf. And, we started this official process with the embassy back in 2013. So 10 years we've been dealing with this, with, hopefully a potential end in sight now. It's been a long, long road. I guess that's it. I don't really have anything more to say about it at the moment, except that I just really hope my wife gets her visa so we can go back to America together. That's what I really hope.